It feels good. It feels so good. Giddy.
I mean, I'm giddy and it's not even my car. This 1983 Monte Carlo belongs to Adam Pettigrew, who's the retail store manager here at Speedway Motors. And he's brought it into our shop to have some upgrades done. Adam, what are we doing with it?
I think it's just due for a change. I've had the car since I was 18. We're gonna do control arms, coilovers, a little bit of other suspension work, get it down low, maybe a bigger wheel, see if we can make it handle better.
So right now it's kind of got this 80s stink bug street machine, big and littles with the 15-inch center lines, which is cool, but we're gonna modernize it a little bit, kind of maybe make it match the LS engine that's under the hood, right?
Yeah, it was cool, yeah, and it's time to bring it into a modern age. I think it'll be pretty neat to get it down low, make it a little meaner.
You've been talking to me about how bad this thing drives. I kind of can't believe that it can be that bad. Let's go drive it. I want to experience what we're up against here.
Let's check it out.
This is really like the last full frame, rear wheel drive GM.
This is it.
GM muscle car. This is the last hurrah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is it for full frame cars. And then everything on this platform, I guess, if you want to call it, everybody went to front wheel drive.
Yeah. How long have you had this car?
I traded for this car when I was 18, actually.
Oh, wow.
It didn't have any like wheel wells in it. It hardly had interior. It didn't have window seals or door seals. Pretty bare bones. Probably do that right next to the jail, or?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
It saves a step. When you're right in front of the jail when you get arrested, it saves a whole lot of preliminary stuff. Our whole point here is to update the suspension, and you know, the engine-wise, you've got easily twice the horsepower of whatever was in here before. You know,
Absolutely.
3843, 305, whatever.
Yeah.
But it still feels.
It's an old boat.
Yeah. This thing, the look of this thing right now, and even kind of the sound of it, this is the car that your older sister's high school boyfriend brought over to the house and upset your parents with, you know,
right,
the stink bug stance and in like 1989, right? You know, and he had a mullet and he was like up to no good with his loud G-body with the stink bug stance. We're getting rid of the floaties.
The floaties.
And we're gonna modernize it a little bit. You put all of this power into it that it never had before. Like now, to sort of make it able to use that power, we're gonna do all the suspension stuff to kind of modernize it.
Oh yeah.
You can feel the rear squirming.
Oh yeah, it moves around a little bit.
Yeah. We can fix that.
Well, and it accentuates the shuffle. You know, if you're not familiar.
G-body shuffle?
G-body shuffle, it does. Yeah, the rear end moves around a little bit, and it does. It gets to going.
What made you decide it was time?
It's been in this stance for over 10 years.
Yeah.
Pretty much the whole time I've had the car.
Yeah.
When I bought it, when I traded for it, it had 17-inch Daytons on it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not a fan of wire wheels, so I found the knockoff center lines and the American Racing 14 skinnies for the front, and just kind of made it my 80s version of a muscle car.
Right. I mean, it pulls pretty hard.
It's fun, man. It's a hot rod. Like I said, it's just a lot of fun.
So then when did the LS swap happen?
That was like 9 years ago.
Okay. It's an LQ9, right?
LQ9, yeah. So it's got the flat tops. It's got a big cam in it. It was a pretty simple changeover. It was just cam, lifters, valve springs.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go overboard with it, and we're not talking about rebuilding the whole thing. It's a junkyard motor.
Right. And turbo 400.
Turbo 400, yep. It's got a big stall, 3,500 stall in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It makes your heart sink a little bit.
Yeah, it pulls hard.
Gets,
And like that was
pumping.
kind of your idea, right? It was going to be a straight line deal.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's on street tires, you know. This is not in full drag pack or anything, you know.
Well, I mean, and if we do it right, you know, with the adjustment that you'll have in the suspension, it'll still launch hard.
Yeah, I hope so.
And you know, it'll just like, if you have to go around the corner, it will do that too.
Might be able to manage it, yeah.
When we're all done with all the suspension stuff, like, what is your measure of success? Like, if it does this thing, I will be happy, or doesn't do this thing, I will be happy.
It's really embarrassing driving around and having all the clunks and squeaks and bangs and pops. It's hard when you're just trying to creep up to a stoplight and it's downtown Lincoln just full of potholes and everything's moving around and shaking and clacking. It's a rattle trap, but that's why it's time for a change, you know? It's been like this for so long, why not try something else? Let's see if we could maybe go to a road course and turn a time that's semi-acceptable.
Right.
So initial thoughts, you know, we're doing sway bar stuff, and that's probably good.
Yeah.
The links look just about as good as the bushings.
We're reusing the spindles, but we're doing new control arms, right?
Yep. Knock the shocks and springs out, coilover up front.
Okay.
And then, you know, the back stuff. This is where the grease lives.
Yeah. Corrosion protection.
Yeah, right. Well, I need it, you know.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, yeah. So that's the big problem is, actually, it doesn't look as hokey as I remember. Those are like 1/2-inch bolts and like a 5/8 hole. When you move it side to side, it goes clunk, 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 clunk. It's those uppers. And you can tell this is somebody's like hobby stock, home, you know, backyard jig job. Dual rate springs somebody had put in this car before I got it? No, sir. Or heated, maybe? I don't know, they don't look like the same as each other, so. What do you think? Initial thoughts?
I'm not scared.
This is great, right?
This is great. I think we're gonna make it better. Should we do the front first?
This will probably be harder.
The front will be harder.
Yeah.
Let's do the front first and get it out of the way.
Yeah, this will be harder up front.
Okay.
It's nice to see underneath, and I think it's in better shape than I expected, and I'm not too worried about it. The mechanic stuff, no biggie. I've been buying parts for this project for like 2 years. You know, just a little something here, a little something there, kind of building up to it.
So we got to rip all of this apart, basically down to the frame.
Yeah,
Control arms come off, springs come out.
We'll leave the steering components.
We'll leave the steering box and the pitman arm, and that'll be about it.
Yep, that'll be it.
I'll start on calipers and rotors. You start on sway bar and tie rods.
You get the extra greasy stuff. I love it.
It's okay. I'm not scared. Are we going to try to leave these calipers closed up? Like
Yeah,
leave
we
the
can
line
just
hooked up?
dangle them for now.
Do you have new calipers for the front?
I don't, but I'm not opposed to getting some.
Well, obviously, if we don't have to open the line, then it'll be easier to bleed, or we won't have to bleed them at all. I think we're going to want to have them out of our way. Don't you?
I mean, I think we could dangle them. I'm not opposed to that.
We'll hang them by the lower control arm right now, and then when we take the lower control arm off, we'll move them.
Okay, let's see if we can knock these loose. See, just a little tappy tap. Actually, could we lay a towel down for some bearings and stuff maybe? Oh yeah, that's good. Let's just set this here for now. Not bad. Oh yeah, yours is kind of red over there. It's not orange like mine.
The next question is, on this metric car, is that a metric or a standard fastener that holds the dust cover?
3/8 bolt, if I've ever seen one, right?
Or is it a 10 millimeter? That is the G-Body, the curse of the G-Body mechanic is like, I wonder if this particular fastener is metric or standard.
What did you decide, 3/8, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, 7/16. These are
I'm sorry, 7/16.
standard bolt.
You knew what I meant.
This is not as crusty as I expected, actually. These are like really nice dust covers.
We could do the upper shock mount on the way down and do the lower shock mount now. Or lower shock this tie bar and then do the sway bar and then we're ready to start bringing it down, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
That'll
We can do the
save- that'll
shock
save a
last
trip.
and then bring
Yeah.
it. Yeah, yep, that makes sense. The top of the shock last, and then we'll bring it down to set it on a jack.
Look at that. This is like looking on a new one. I mean, we haven't broken a single fastener.
Ooh, see? You go ahead and say stuff like that. To have a rough time. This one's not going to be so nice. This one we might have to break. I don't think you're going to. No.
Did you spray it?
No,
Spray it with some.
it. Did you spray it? Do we need to just knock, knock? Or do you think we could get in there and pry that back with a little, yeah, something like that maybe? That's a little guy.
Probably not this.
Big hammer gun. Okay.
I see it moving.
Oh,
yeah. I think you did it.
You got it.
I think you did it.
Can we do the other side? Or you want to get that one loose first?
Go ahead and do the other side. That way it'll.
Now that we're still dangling.
There you go. I think that's good.
This is good.
That bushing looks nice. Can we reuse that?
I think this one's done though, you know?
So why don't we
Shocks.
shocks, lower it, shock mount, off.
No, we're gonna break stuff. This is gonna end up being a vice grip on the shock shaft, but these are wore out and getting replaced, so. Oh.
You get it?
Yeah, I got it, good. Break loose. Just like that. Little Monroe-matic. Oh, it's fine. Can we reuse these? Do you need some help?
There you go. Sometimes you just need a longer tool. All right, Adam. Should we give her hell? There you go. Look at that.
That one go already? No.
No, that one was just missing the boot, so it looked like it went already.
Yeah.
Just like that. Yeah. Need a bigger hammer?
This is a pretty big hammer. Just need a different angle. Okay. Beautiful. All right, that's all the
I
spring
think that's all
tension
she
we're gonna
wrote.
lose.
Yeah.
I'd sound it, Joe. All right, we are as high as we can get. Maybe not.
And it does appear as though the wire is heavier.
thicknesses. Yeah, they're the same color though, so they probably came in the same box, right? Simple as that. Ah, these bushings are fine. Adam got the easy side again, gave Joe the hard work. What if I try and twist while you are bashing? Will that make it more difficult? No.
I think it's
That's a cut it off point, almost, yep.
saws all the time.
My arms are gonna rattle off.
Before we just start karate chopping the thing to death,
Yeah.
let's think. You know,
What do you want to try?
you don't think it's you're going to be able to cut it on the inside?
No, with this Diablo. That's what you need to do, you know. Ta-da! Look at you go. I'm gonna pick that up off the ground, probably. It's hot. Ooh, there it is.
All right.
Love it.
How old is this car? 42-year-old rust. It sees the bolt inside the sleeve. So with this steering shaft,
Yep.
where's the best place to? So if will it like
collapses
telescope
in the middle.
inside
it does.
the?
It collapses in the middle.
So if we take it off at the box, then we
Yep.
can push it. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's do it.
And kind of in the middle,
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. All right. Look at that.
Oh, there you go.
That was easy. The rest of this is going to be easy too, right?
Super easy. Might just pop right out. That would be really cool to not have to pull the header off. I got it.
Is yours off?
Yeah.
Well, things are going well for Adam. Meanwhile, Joe is struggling.
I'm so glad that I was like, let's do the hard side first. And you were like, you know what? Divide and conquer. That worked out for somebody.
Maybe it's only the hard side because it's the side I'm working on. You know, maybe it's not, it's the opposite. It's true.
Look at that thing.
I am the problem.
So these bushings were new at some point. I put them in myself.
I am just running the nut off of the longest stud that GM ever put in a control arm, is what I'm doing. Oh.
No.
Maybe. Then is there room to take it out this way?
There was on my side. Oh, you did it, didn't you? Look at that. Here, let me hold this up.
Oh, there's just a brake line here that I'm stuck on.
There
we go.
Yeah, there. That's it.
So the answer to the question is some cars you're going to have to take the header off or the manifold or the exhaust or whatever. This car, we were within a 1/16 of an inch on both sides, but we didn't have to.
I was moments away from loosening these header bolts.
Yeah.
So that worked out.
Okay. So control arms are off. Stock suspension stuff, other than the steering linkage, is off. So everything came apart. Now we're to the point where, you know, we're turning around. We're going to put the front back together before we go to the rear, take the rear apart and put the rear back together. We're just going to kind of focus on one end at a time. So yeah, we're ready to start putting shiny parts on now. We're going to clean up a little bit.
A little.
We're not going for a full concours restoration job, but we're just going to get some of the biggest chunks of crust off.
Yeah, I think so.
And then we'll start bolting up our fresh suspension goodies.
Pretty rough around the edges. I don't think a little frame showing behind the wheel is going to hurt my feelings too much. We'll see. Ooh, is this factory paint? Is it brown?
Brown?
Yeah.
Why would it be brown?
It's like
oh, like the car was originally brown?
Yeah, it might be a brown car. This is way better than it was. That's what's important. It's bad, you know. It's crusty garbage, but it's mine. So this is better. This is what it is.
So we're not rooting around here in the fresh paint. We're going to paint the spindles and the dust covers right quick.
And then we can come back and this
and
will
then
be
we
dry
can come
enough.
back and start putting control arms and stuff on.
And put fingerprints in the frame.
And put fingerprints in the frame. So we're using these Speedway Motors tubular control arms because they're stiffer than the stock stamped arms, so they're going to deflect less under hard cornering, and also they come with all new hardware, so we're not wrestling the old ball joints and junk out of the old control arms. Let's tighten the bump stops on these and kind of do all of our pre-assembly first. Okay, there's that. This is the right way.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you got it, Joe. What do you need? Just that? Just
you
a
to
wiggle
do
wiggle?
that, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Minor fighting. I'd say we did pretty good.
And we're not going to put any alignment shims in now because we don't know what we
right
need.
Now? Nothing right now. That
It'll
seems
just have
right.
it'll have like 18 degrees of negative camber when we put it on the ground, but it'll be okay.
It'll look like.
Or no, wait. These are backwards, so it'll be whatever.
It'll look great. Built, not bought, right? That's what they say. Let's see if this just goes. Oh, that's why we pulled those out. Shoot.
What?
That was smart, wasn't it?
What?
Remember why we pulled these studs out?
Oh yeah, so you could. Did you pound them in? Oh.
Let's try it again, you know? It'll be great. Oh yeah, they're tight now. They weren't so tight, but ooh, that one might wiggle right free, you know? Let's see what happens. Yeah, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, look at that. As such. Too much love? No. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
That's a good start.
Tap it in some more.
Yeah.
In and up, that's what
In,
we mean.
in and up,
Yeah.
those are the ways.
Preferably at the same time. There we go. Nope.
Nope. More?
More. Nope, nope.
No. Oh, yeah. That go?
There you go.
It felt good.
Yeah.
We're close. Perfect. Thank you, Joe. That was all the help I needed.
Tight, but I think it's okay. It'll soften up and get some grease in it. Do we put the spring on it and try to put it all in at once?
I suppose we do.
And then we can lower it and we can put the jack under it and jack it up until we can get the ball joint threads exposed. Now it's just lined up the way it should be.
Oh. So it was me.
It was you all along. Okay, there you go. You give me that, and let's get it kind of centered in the slots.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
We're going to come down shortly and set these on a jack stand and get spindles in there somewhere. Slower down here. And whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Yeah, look at that.
Like that.
I can even get a nut on it. Should we run the nuts down while we got weight on it? That way we're not.
Probably most of the way.
Are we 100% sure?
That is the correct spindle for
everything
this
is
side.
happy. It looks like
The lower control arm's tight.
lower control arm.
Upper control arm is tight. The coilover is tight on both sides.
Correct.
We're not forgetting a dust plate that goes on the back side of the spindle that we have to take it off for. It
Dust
goes on
plates go on the front.
So, yeah,
Rotor caliper, steering arm.
I think so.
Just anytime I tighten anything that presses, I always like do that and stop and okay. All right.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think we're good.
We learned that maybe this wasn't 10 mil, but was instead something else, I think. I think we learned that it was standard. What seems like maybe backwards, right? If you have a slotted rotor, we're putting them on this way and not that way. And since this is not a Formula One car, I don't think it really matters, right?
I don't think it matters.
But there are people who say that this is the right way to do it. In a high performance slotted brake, you want, as it rotates, you want this part to open up first. So that's what we're gonna do. So it may look backwards, but this is the way we're doing it.
I wonder, okay, now it's the great debate, Joe.
Channel locks or socket?
I'm a channel lock kind of guy.
Okay, it's your
Back
car.
and forth, squeeze
I'm
and
gonna let
squish
you,
and-
this is your car, so when it comes
Well,
to
I'd like
bearing
to know,
preload, I'm
you
gonna
know,
let you be the one that does
I'd
it.
like to know how you do it.
I think I like using a socket, but Then you have to click it
Click
when
it
you're
back
kind of
and
doing the back and
forth,
forth.
and-
You're kind of clicking back
Right.
and forth.
So the question is how much preload. Some people say crank them down tight and then back them off a
So
quarter.
the way that I do, that's the way I do. I don't crank it down like bone crushing tight, but tight to where you get to the point where it gets
Snug, you're feeling it?
harder to rotate, harder to turn,
Yeah.
and then back it off just a smidge until you feel very minimal resistance. That's how I do it.
With a new rotor and bearings and races and everything, I'm usually a snug it down, work it back and forth a little bit, and I'm not a back it off kind of guy usually. Every time I've ever done a new races, new bearings, stuff like that, you check them in a week, and they've already got a little bit of play. Yeah.
I thought I was working over here because you were working over there. What do you need?
Nothing. You go ahead, grease that thing. Okay, good and tight. Looks nice too, actually. Nice call on the bolts, Joe.
Looks nice.
It's way better.
Yeah.
Even if it's not nice, it's different.
It's better than it was.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think it looks.
No, I think it looks great. Those
better.
control arms look nice, and the coilovers look nice in there.
Yeah,
It'll be
pretty
cool
good.
to get this on the ground and kind of see how it all sits, see how it looks through the wheels.
Yeah, I am excited about that. That seems like too much spacer. Oh,
Well-
is it like there? Okay.
But it'll tighten, it'll do that. Which I don't think you even have that much. This is just,
Let's use
like,
one.
it'll still come through the frame.
I like one.
What?
Let's see what one does, right?
Let's see what one does. I feel good about
I
that.
feel good about one.
Spacer, washer, spacer, bushing, washer, bushing, control arm, bushing, washer, nut.
Seems right to me.
Oh, now you're. Yeah, that seems right. That
Better?
seems more
Okay.
all right. Okay. And unlike these brackets that we took off, these aren't all smashed and
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
crooked. I wonder what the story was there.
Yeah,
Somebody hit something.
somebody did.
Okay. Okay, you can let it down a little bit. There you go.
Now, before you go any further, let's do this one. Okay.
We're done with the front.
Yeah.
Done-ish.
I
We
think
still
so.
have to adjust the coilovers once we get it down.
Yeah,
on the
there's
ground.
going to
We'll
be a little bit of playing with steering and stuff.
crank some ride height into it. Well, yeah, we might have to kind of do some alignment, but bolting the stuff up in the front is done. And man, it looks cool. Like,
It's new and shiny, for sure.
you know, it's been a few days working on this. You forget about the stamped, crusty stock junk that was in it. And this seems like the way it was supposed to look. It seems like this thing was sort of meant to have all of this trick tubular stuff in it.
Yeah, now it's just stock, crusty junk car. It's got the good stuff.
Like I
think
say,
it's great.
if you can just start driving upside down, then we'll have the good side out.
That's the move. I love it. Are we gonna work on the back?
So most stock G-bodies come from the factory with a relatively weak 7.5 10 bolt. This car had already been upgraded with kind of a cobbled together homemade 9-inch housing to handle the power from the LS swap. We are going to replace the old housing with a fresh one to go along with all of these other upgrades that we're making.
Let's probably pull the drive shaft first.
Drive shaft, brake lines.
Brake lines,
We'll put the jack under it, shocks,
control arms.
control arms, out.
Out. Rear end out.
Yep.
Done.
Is there any grease still in the third member?
I'd be surprised. I mean, do you call that a drip even? I don't know.
If they're leaking,
There's
they have
oil
fluid in them?
right,
Yeah,
but
okay. check
Oh, yeah, it will, yeah, it's coming apart. Okay. Yep, I dropped some needles.
You did?
I did.
Like
not out. They're still in the
They just
cab.
fell over?
Yeah, they just fell over.
Look at that, dead center.
Not too bad. We'll
It turns real easy.
I'm not buying one of those this week.
So what if we undo the banjo and then we like tie them up here so that maybe they don't leak everywhere? What do you think of that idea?
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Do we want to pinch these?
I don't like doing that because then you're like, I just don't like pinching the hose.
They're gonna leak if we don't do something.
But if we put them up, then they will only leak a little bit. And at a certain point they will stop leaking because they will be above all the rest of the brake lines, right?
If you think so.
Adam disagrees with me.
I'm not
You're making like a soft spot in the hose when you pinch it.
Yeah.
I don't like doing that. Maybe it was time that we did this
yeah,
anyway.
right, just do for a flush.
Let's put the
Put a
jack
jack
underneath
under
it.
Yeah.
You do control arms, upper and lower.
'Kay.
I'll start on shocks and then do something else.
There we go.
There you go.
All the bolts are in, but nuts are off.
There's nothing else that should be hanging on, right?
The brake line should be able to get right out of the way.
We're gonna
Yeah.
have to take these out and kind of scooch it back so that it doesn't hang up on the exhaust.
This is why we're doing this. Okay, my spring is loosey-goosey. Almost out. Oh no! Oh God. Oof. That's it.
All right.
Love it. Okay, now back.
Somewhere that's not here.
Back would
Yeah,
be
let's
great.
go back.
Let's go back. No bushings, not even bronze or anything. The tubes, they're not the same length. You could have welded one piece in there. There's so many weird things about it. When I was putting it together, I was like, yeah, that was just cut out with a torch and somebody booger welded these things on. The bolts aren't really the right size. And
I mean, it did the job, but
it was doing it for a long time.
hopefully this new one will do a better job.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right, take the calipers off, we can take the rotors off,
We want the axles out first. That's what
and
we're
then we
going
can
for.
try to get the axles out.
Yeah,
and then
we
we
wanna
can
have
pull
a
because
peek.
if you've ever tried to take a third member out without pulling the axles, you'll
haven't
find
tried.
that you don't get very far. What is holding this thing?
Yeah.
You got your pry bar out, and then
Yeah,
what in the
right,
devil?
should just drop out.
This is an old Speedway brake kit, right? And we're going to
Yeah.
reuse as much of it as we can.
Yeah, that's
even got the logos on it.
Speedway Economy kit, and it's been doing its
And
job
it should
a long
transfer
time.
to the new housing.
Yep.
Because it's the same
Big
big
style.
Ford. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. Wait. Hang on. Okay. Sometimes if I'm struggling with something, I usually don't cuss and grunt while I'm doing it, but then once it's done, I cuss at it a bunch once it's like on the floor.
We can take the retainer off. Axle
Oh, this
retainer.
one's not as tight.
Didn't have to hit that one with a hammer?
No, just a couple times.
Good.
Do you need this?
There is a spacer in here that we should note. And this is our caliper bracket, which actually is in really good shape. I was worried it was going to be a little bit beat up on the edges and stuff. I've never pulled 9-inch Ford axles out without having to give them a couple.
Oh yeah, no, they'll need a
tabs, yeah.
thunk and a half.
Driver's side one, so it will not. I guess it's going to come right out.
Oh, look at that.
That's pretty good, actually.
Oh, these are cut to fit axles too.
These are, so if we do need
we
to shorten them,
shorten it, we can shorten them.
we can.
Yeah. It's a good day.
That's pretty good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
What happened?
This one was wet still. Okay. Other axle. Yep, it is. Okay. Ah, tore my gasket. That's what we were after. That was the move. Oh yeah, I think that's great. What do you think?
I'm not worried about it.
I think it's still really good. Everything we're gonna take off is off. Everything we're gonna take apart, we're done taking apart. Right?
Yeah, we can click our ratchets over to tight and start going the other direction.
Today was a big win. We got a lot done. We were a little behind, so we got the front end back together and then got the whole rear end apart, and I think that was productive.
We have this Speedway Motors 9-inch housing. Now, this is a G-Body specific housing, and it's got the brackets here for the control arms. What it doesn't have is spring pads for the stock style coil springs. So we are going to adapt a QA1 Coilover Kit to this housing and put it up in this car. So the first thing we're gonna do here is just put this thing up under the car, hang it from the control arms, and just kind of get the lay of the land. Make sure that everything sort of fits the way that we want it to.
Coilover mount.
And then, and then mock up the coilovers and figure out what we're gonna have to do to make that lower coilover mount work. Do the tops first. See if we can get it up above the exhaust and then come forward. There you go.
That's a good idea.
If we were smart, we would just take the exhaust off, but who wants to do that?
Seems like a lot of work. Forwarder.
Forwarder.
I'm gonna shove mine in, how about?
How about you do that, and then I can do mine.
See, the problem is you can see mine and I can see yours. Oh,
there.
like that. The only reason we're doing this, we need to figure out the angle of the standoff that we're making to index the rear end housing bracket and the coilover bracket, because it's not straight. So this is angled to meet a factory shock bolt. This is not a factory housing, so it doesn't have a factory shock bolt. So we're just kind of loosely bolting everything together. We're gonna put the shock in here and see where it lands. Yep. Got it started. Ooh, I like it, actually. This is very good. This is precisely what Joe and I were thinking. It looks like a good angle. We should have plenty of room for the coilover kit on here and the spring. The angle at the top looks good. This angle for this bracket might be slightly off, but we can move it up a little bit or down a little bit. The shock will allow some travel. We'll have to figure out where ride height is to get it set up, but I think this is gonna work.
All right, I think good things happened.
Do we need to look at the other side half assembled like this, or I can? You're still doing that. I can do this.
It probably wouldn't hurt,
Okay.
just to avoid.
It comes off way easier than it goes together. You know?
Okay. We need to make sure we've got enough adjustment here to get your pinion angle set, but we got plenty of threads here.
Tons.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tighten it up. Yeah, and then that way we can I can drill that index hole here. Let's do that. This housing is really meant to be like a circle track housing. However, this QA1 coilover bracket was designed around a stock lower control arm bracket, which has kind of a funky shape to it. Back here it has this little standoff where the shock would go, and this is designed to bolt flush against that standoff. Since we don't have that, and since this is basically a piece of flat plate that was bent, we are setting this up the way that we want it so that the shock is square with the world. And then we're gonna kind of build a spacer that goes in between here that takes up this space on the back of this bracket. And so right now, we're just trying to kind of locate this exactly where we want it so that we can create kind of a little reference indexing hole, and then when we pull this all apart and build this spacer,
we have it indexed where we want it.
I think I want to flip those brackets and see what, and make sure the shock still looks good. If it's like down really low, maybe. Can I flip these brackets over?
I think so,
And put the shock in it and see what it looks like? If we slammed it on the ground, you know,
Yeah.
what the
As we
brackets
should.
would look like. This is how we get it on the ground. And you know what? It still looks straight there. I love it. Slammed, not slammed. That's what we're talking about.
So what this will do is give us a reference point. When we pull this apart, we'll have a bolt through here that'll hold this in the orientation that we want it to be. These have enough adjustment, and those have enough adjustment to do what we need to do to get your pinion angle right, because that'll be the other thing is we're
Yeah, the
rock
lower's
forward
really
right now.
Lower's really set it in the hole.
But as the pinion angle
It
changes,
looks-
nothing bad happens here. That's going to change significantly, that pinion angle.
I think it is.
Do we want to just dummy that up right quick? Pull these bolts out and put some turns in these upper.
Okay, let's go out 2. Half, 1, half, 2.
We're 3 degrees down, so we got a lot to go.
Okay, should we, I think we need to pretend like we know where ride height is before we're worried about that too much.
That wouldn't be a terrible idea. It will change a little bit. Okay, we're good. These are now the same from side to side. Same enough that I can comfortably proceed to build the brackets.
I think so.
And we'll just assume that whatever, you know, as this angle changes, that there's a heim joint here with some offset spacers that would accommodate way more misalignment that we're going to put into it than we're going to put into it by doing what we're doing. This is just the idiot check. This is all part of the idiot check. Did these idiots put it together 6 degrees down, and then when they crank their proper pinion angle into it, does everything runs into each other?
Yeah,
but
right.
I think we're okay. So I think you're right. I think we're getting the cart ahead of the horse by spending a whole bunch of time cranking on these to get the angle set.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You needed that validation
Yeah,
today.
I did. The more you put on, the harder it is to spin, but also, you know, it'll spin again, which is important. I think you gotta have it pretty much bottomed out to get it assembled. Our writing is upright. I don't know why. I just want it that way. Okay. My shoulder popped, so that's probably tight. And did I forget anything? Nope, probably not.
So basically we're going to take this hunk of bar stock and turn it into a little slug kind of spacer to go in here to space this bracket off of this bracket. Here's our coilover bracket. We just kind of indexed it in the hole for the control arm and then added this little standoff on the back so that this rear bolt can go through here, and just basically put a little slug through here and then put a little gusset on it. You can see that we've got our standoff in here. You can see that it this bracket is now kind of happy and aligned where it should be. I'm okay with putting it up in the car, and then we'll get the third member wrestled in there, and then we'll measure and cut our axles. So the stock upper shock mounts aren't meant to carry the weight of the car. Now that we're running coilovers, they're gonna have to, so this brace is gonna help support that area.
It doesn't want to live there, but it's gonna. This was here, and now it wants to live there.
So when we put this upper brace in here, it basically went just exactly where Adam had his fuel pump and regulator mounted. So we made this little bracket, and we're gonna bolt this up, and then we're just gonna hose clamp this to the bracket, and that's gonna hold our fuel pump in place and get it out of the way. Pretty solid.
Pretty solid.
Yeah, the bar's not yet.
The bar isn't bolted in, but if you're not worried about it, I'm not worried about it.
Okay, we were test fitting the cross member that ties upper coilover mounts together. And I went to test fit the control arm tie brackets. They're not gonna clear the exhaust at all. In the interest of time, we're not gonna install these right now. I'm gonna keep them. We'll have to do some modification of the exhaust, get the mufflers out of the way, and these will go on at a later date. Oh yeah, you're right, it doesn't take a ton.
We're ready. I think we're ready to go in the car. While these are loose, should we give them another,
We can
what
give
do you
it
say,
another
4
turn.
turns?
4?
3, 4. If it's too many, then you can send me a bill for the labor. Do you have bolts ready?
I do have a bolt.
Okay.
Mine is in.
Oh yeah, that angle's already much better.
We'll need to do an alignment, so I think that we can just kind of assemble it and then
Yep, I think so. I think so. It's gonna need weight on the wheels and ride height. and
ride
stuff.
height.
Yep.
Trick is to dope, but not overdope.
That we're not going to be opening again.
We don't want this housing to look like the one that came out of it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna use a little bit of extra thread sealant.
Extra thread sealer. If I just keep busy over here, Joe will just do it.
Always the first time on a new housing, the studs are a little bit cattywampus. I think I would have chosen the big hammer, but I appreciate you move your hand. I commend your restraint.
I just want to, it's just a little protection for you, you know? I just want you to be able to
I'm
take your
gonna get the
hand
big
off.
hammer.
You got to switch hammers?
Always choose the big hammer. You did a good job installing those studs.
Seems pretty snug.
Yep, I feel pretty good about it.
I saw your muscles and everything.
You were reading
was-
reading the torque wrench.
I was, yeah. Driver's side is the one that double engages, right?
So the long one is on the passenger side, right?
And the long one, yeah, the long one's over here. Yep, this one double engages, that one is long. 70. Yeah, uh-huh. Talk to me, okay. 943. This surface that the retainer holds down is going to stick out beyond this flange by 1/4 inch.
So why don't we just take this measure from here to here and subtract 1/4 inch, and that's how much we need to cut off, right?
That seems accurate, yes. We need 213. Means we need to take a 1/4
Subtract
inch off.
1/4 inch from 213.
So
2.13 minus 0.250, whatever that is.
this is the one that double splines in there. So you want to be sure before you cut your axle that you engage both. Is it in? Because if we don't get it,
And we don't get it.
then we then we get a short axle.
So because of the style of this carrier that's in here, there's 2 sets of splines that have to engage, and they can be slightly misaligned from each other, and you can stick it in and it'll go tink, and you'll think that you've got the end of the axle against the pin, but you just have it against that second set of splines. And if you don't have it fully engaged in both sets of splines, then
You cut your axle.
cut your axle way too short.
And then your car doesn't go do the drive thing.
Then your car doesn't go forward under power.
Yeah.
So that's what we're making doubly, triple sure that we've got this installed all the way through both sets of splines. And not all carriers are like that, but
I think it's
this
just clutch posi.
particular one is.
I'm not sure. I think that's what we want. We're at 323.
So
Minus 1/4, I'm gonna say
basically
3 inch.
3 inch.
Let's call it 3 inch. You seem confident, and your confidence is enough for me, Joe. Okay, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I think if we get some coilovers in, it'll be really close, actually.
Wheel studs, brake calipers.
We're not far from
brake lines, bleed the brakes, gear oil. Let's not forget that.
Okay, come back down. Come back down. Come back down. Whoa.
This is the easy side, right? It's the other side. This.
Oh yeah, we should have did that side first, huh?
This is trickier than normal because we have a stiffener plate that goes on this side of the frame that comes with the coilover kit. And then we have this bracket, which has holes and a bracket on top. So we're sandwiching more things than we had to before. So it's just kind of difficult to get the bolt through all of the layers of stuff.
Whoa, whoa. It's still so tight. Okay, well, it's started.
Okay.
This is 3 inches lowered. So we're gonna go 2 inches lowered?
Okay.
Yeah? Does that, is
From stock?
from stock, supposedly. That's what we're working on.
So I always go bolt this way so that the threads aren't pointing forward to get it exposed to stuff this way.
I'm thinking more about looking at the car through the wheel.
Oh, it's a look thing.
Through the wheel, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
okay.
Because you might see that, and I'd rather see a bolt head than a nut.
Okay. Can I do this one this way? That would make me happy. This. You still, it's your car. I work for you. We'll go this way.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there's just no weight on it anymore.
It was just bound up.
The shocks
Oh,
are
look at
holding
that.
it up.
All right. It's another one of those deals where like you compare it to the way that it looked before.
It's gonna be lower than it was.
Oh, it's definitely, it doesn't take much to be lower than it was.
Yeah, it was up there. A nice car from under here, actually.
Piece of cardboard with a to-do list on it.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. For real? Mm-hmm. That's like real project stuff. There is quite a list of things, isn't there? Do you want me to write it in my terrible handwriting? I can.
I mean, I was just gonna get started on the stuff that, like,
We need to remember
gear
to put-
oil in the rear end and things
Exactly,
like that
yeah, I was just
that
thinking
we
about
probably
that.
don't want to forget.
Yeah.
And then you can add to it if you want to.
Okay.
So our axles obviously came with no studs installed. And what we've done in the past is press these in with a shop press. But we found this cool little tool that we actually sell that is just this little bearing where rather than stack up washers and crank a lug nut, this actually will spin as you spin the nut on and it'll pull the stud through. And the big kind of footprint of it keeps everything square. It's really slick. That's all there is to it. We put a little anti-seize on our lug nut, and we marked to make sure we were on 4 3/4 and didn't accidentally stray into 4.5 or 5 inch. And we'll just pull all of these in, and then we'll be ready for brakes.
We get all the surfaces that look like they've been rubbing on something. I like to hit the backs too, but most people say it's not necessary. It's probably not. Look at that, it's beautiful. Here.
Here, let's get it started over here.
Yeah, and then we'll know how much we have to work with, huh? I think we're gonna run into a short. Say that's good. That's pretty good. I'm good with it. Bleed brakes. We'll just top it off and start anew. I think that's the idea. I am open. Why don't you push?
One push.
Yep, one push, no pumps. Down.
Down.
Okay. Closed. Pump them a couple times.
Okay, I'm down.
We're already getting some action. We're not there yet. Okay, push down.
Down.
Lots of fluid.
Oh yeah, lots like went all the way to the floor.
Closed.
Okay.
I didn't have any air. It was lots of fluid.
Okay, so let me know when you're ready.
Okay, give me a minute. Tight.
You want me to give it a pump?
Sure. Yeah, I think we're done. I think we're gonna call
It
it.
feels good.
Okay. Love it. We pull this bolt out and then we tighten that one. We can't get the bolt back in,
So we're gonna have to take them both out.
and this situation is.
Well, what if we put this under it and that we'll use that
We
as
could
a
unload
helper?
it a little bit that way,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah.
Did that help us?
Yeah, it did actually.
I always tell my kids, you need to engage your brain. That's what happens when
Engage
you
your
engage your
brain.
brain rather than just hitting stuff with a hammer.
Half, 1/2, 2. How do you feel about that?
That looks a lot better.
We can fit some wheels up a little bit.
We could put them up with just a couple lug nuts just in case we had to take them off again.
I agree.
But I think we want them
Yeah.
on so that we can make sure that we're not putting them in a funny place in the wheel well.
These are US Mags Ramblers, polished in black, 18 by 8s, and a 4.5 inch backspace. And I'm getting pretty excited, Joe. I like it.
How do they look?
Pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love the color.
Looks good on this car.
Yeah, next to the rusty spots, I think that's just the trick. Put some shiny stuff on there, you know? Shoot.
So that was kind of part of the deal here, though. Is like before this thing had, 15-inch center lines and, stink bug stance. You couldn't put those back on. You have all of this sort of cool
Yeah,
suspension stuff underneath. This is kind of like the icing on the cake, right?
Yeah. We'll add a few.
And will actually contribute to making it go around corners. Having a low profile tire, having the weight distributed kind of like it's supposed to
Yeah,
be.
absolutely.
That'll be cool.
These things look great with the coilovers. You can see the diff hanging out. Those are shiny. Those are probably, that's a lot.
Now you're just gonna have to make the rest of the car match, right?
No.
Nope.
I might polish some of the chrome a little bit.
I think let's try to get the angle close and then let's measure like wheelbase and make sure that we're somewhat square in the car. What do you think of that?
Well, the lowers mostly set the wheel in the hole where it needs to go.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter what the angle is until we set the wheel where it needs to go.
So we want to shorten the lowers. Yeah, I got like 4 over here.
So mine is a 1/2 inch
Yours
further
needs
back.
to come in
Yeah.
significantly more. You give yours 2 turns and let's see what it does.
Do we measure this side just to see if we got a baseline?
Now 4 1/4 over here.
Let's go another 2 turns.
Let's go another 2 turns. 4, there's 4-ish. The pinion needs to come up a bit. So let's we both do 2 turns now.
Need more adjustment.
2.
I think that's probably going to be where the wheel lives. I think we're pretty close. So we're going to go out. We're going to go out one turn.
1 turn.
1.
All right, now we do the other side. 1. Right? That was
That's what
out,
we're doing.
right?
Yep.
Okay, up again. That gained us a degree, basically.
1 turn's 1 degree.
I think part of the problem is that your engine sits at such a dramatic angle because you've got those
Yeah, super tall. Yeah,
tall motor mounts on it. So
could be. 1.
5.3 is what we're going for. 5 point. We did it.
We're there.
Yep.
Okay, let's crank those bolts in. Oh yeah, we got like 3/4 of an inch here. Rip.
That's
With full
all good.
engagement.
Okay. And you were so worried.
Was I worried? Was I worked up? Could have been.
You ready for it to start running out on your head?
Let me get
We're
out of
2
the way a
quarts
second.
in.
Yeah, open your mouth while you're doing that. We need to
Oh yeah.
crank these
Crank
up
the
a hair,
coilovers, yep.
and then set it down, roll it back and forth, check the alignment. Get it,
Yep.
you know, close
Pretty
enough.
close enough.
And
Done?
yeah, that's it, right? I think that's it.
There's one turn. There's 2 turns, and then we'll run our lock nut up and tighten it down.
One last time. Can we set it down?
What?
Just bring it down. We can. Just bring it down. Settle, settle. Keep settling. A little more.
Oh boy.
Oof, okay, now we're,
Oh boy.
actually, shoot, this is a different car.
Remember before when you pushed on a corner and it was
It
kind of
did,
like,
moved around.
lifting the corner of a waterbed? That's sort of the G-Body. The G-Body is the automotive equivalent
It is,
of
yeah,
this,
they just-
of the noodle guy, yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it. Oh man, Joe, this is too much.
It looks good. It looks really good.
You did great, man. It's shiny. I don't know if it'll
it's
ever look
shiny,
this
it's
nice
got
again.
new wheels, it sits good.
Yeah, I think we got to get it outside.
I think we gotta get outside, I think we gotta drive it.
Let's drive it. Yeah, I'm in. It feels good. It feels so good. Giddy.
I mean, I'm giddy and it's not even my car.
Big bump.
Big bump.
Oh, dude,
Not bad.
that's fine.
We were talking about before how you had this big nasty engine in it and then kind of this like uncertain chassis around it.
Yeah.
And like it feels kind of dialed now.
You're not suggesting where it goes anymore. You know, you're telling it.
Please go that way.
Please, yeah, please, would you? Yeah. It's a totally different car. It looks different. It feels different. Just standing next to it, there's a difference. And then you sit in it and drive it. 2 corners we've done, and
Right.
I can't believe it.
And when you get on it, like it feels pretty
It's planted, yeah. I mean, we haven't really got after it yet, but it does. It's not moving around like it was. It's not waggling.
It's not floaty anymore. And like that's almost worse, right? Like
Oh,
when you hit
yeah.
a bump and it kind of like wants to
Yeah.
change direction.
It moves around, yeah.
Lincoln, Nebraska, city streets.
We are not known for smooth roads.
Not known for smooth roads, right? So like, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. It's like New York City. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere with your lowered,
Oh, yeah.
with your lowered car.
Yeah, I think the spring rate made a big difference. The spring rate choice was
Yeah.
spot on.
Well, and you have that adjustment in the shocks. You know,
Right.
I think we're at like 25% on the rear shocks right now. You know, so that you can kind of fine tune it with that. You know, with a coilover, you can, if you completely swing and miss on the spring rate, it's relatively easy to change. But I don't think you did. Like, I think
it's perfect.
it feels firm, but it's not like beating your fillings out, you know, anytime there's a little divide in the concrete.
That's what I was worried about. With the big
Yeah.
wheels and stuff, And honestly, it's probably better than it was.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Wow.
I can do U-turns even?
That is crazy.
I'm surprised. Feel like I'm 16 again, zipping up and down O Street.
Yeah.
Yep, find the turnaround spot. Let's hit another. Why not? Did you vacuum it too?
What?
Did you vacuum?
I did.
You did.
I'm sorry.
No, thank you. That's awesome.
So we were talking about the experience before being like the noodle guy, right? And I think it's sort of unfair to say that all G-bodies are like that. Like when everything is new and tight, even the non-performance which is what this was,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Are terrible. You know, it's not terrible, but I think that the wear of everything combined with the ride height being all screwy,
That's crazy.
combined with that rear end being kind of cobbled in there, just compounded the situation to the point where it felt real uncertain all the time, you know?
It's just wild how flat it is.
It feels a lot more modern. I mean, whether that may be a bad thing, you know, but like, because you can drive a modern car whenever you want to, but like the feeling of the thing is that it's a lot more modern,
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah, it is. It is. And it's great. I can't wipe the smile off of my face.
So does it meet your expectations?
Oh, dude, exceeds. All the way around. It feels good. It looks good. It handles good. We've already had a couple of gawkers, you know. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I'm ecstatic. I really couldn't be happier. I don't know that there's anything I would have done any differently yet either.
When I asked you before what your measure of success would be, and you said you just didn't want it to bang and clunk and
Be a
do
rattle
this
trap.
every time you went over a bump.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's doing that.
Oh, dude, the brakes work way better than they did even.
And like we can't oversell it. Like we didn't put 14-inch brakes on it with
No.
6-piston calipers. We didn't put.
It's still a 40-year-old car.
It's still a 40-year-old car, but what we did do made a big difference.
What do you think, Joe?
I mean, it is a different, like, that's what everybody keeps saying, like, whoa, it's a different car. Like, it's a different car, you know?
It is. It is different. Gosh, it's low. I love it, man. I couldn't be happier.
The shine in the wheels,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, really set it off.
it kind of looks like it feels now, you know?
Yeah. Pretty dang good.
Pretty good.
I just couldn't be happier. There's nothing we did that I would go back on, that's for sure.
The coilovers, like, you can keep tinkering with it if you need to, but I wouldn't tinker a whole heck of a lot.
Yeah, I think it's got enough ride height right now. It's not riding the bump stops. It's taking bumps and curbs and all
Yeah.
that kind of thing really well. It surprisingly, it rides better over bumps and stuff. Before, you would go over something and it was loose and, what'd you say, like the big inflatable car salesman
It
guy?
wiggled.
Yeah, it wiggled. Yeah, it wiggled. Now it's tight, but it's soft. Like you go over bumps and I don't know, before it would just kind of jam you down in the seat and it was wild. This is, I hate to say it again, it's a totally different car. It's just better all around. And I was worried about the big wheels making a big difference in the ride and Lincoln with the potholes and stuff. We talked about that a little bit while we were driving it, but it's better. It rides so much better with way less sidewall. It's a huge surprise.
As somebody who kind of has one of these cars and is always daydreaming about what to do to it, I kind of want to do this to it now.
It's
you
an
know?
option.
Like,
yeah. Looks killer, rides great. What else do you want?